Blame it on the coke, blame it on the Henny.
On the Henny?
This is Mike Diamond.
And this is Miss Matinga.
And you are watching Homework.
Yes, you are, children. And we are here today. I don't know what the hell we're doing. We're going to do something today.
Well, you know what's funny, girl? You had a lot to say an hour ago when you were tearing me to shreds about how I control everything. Why don't we discuss that?
Yeah, you do control everything.
Bring it.
Honey, I try and put my little 2 cents in.
Okay.
Try and tell you whether we're, topics to do, because you're always like, be a little bit more involved, be a little bit more participatory.
I would like you to be involved with setting up these lights.
But honey, you shoot all my... Listen, I keep on telling you, I am talent.
Blame it on the dope. Blame it on Miss Honey.
You blame it on the dope.
So, girl, all right, let's talk about it then. Topics. What topics you want to do, baby?
I thought we could do like some classic horror films, some giallo from Italy.
Don't
some Dario
you think
Argento,
that our audience's life is a horror
some Lucio
enough?
Fulci, because we're trying to open this concept up, children. You see,
Blame
trying
it
to
on
give
the
you,
coke.
trying
Blame
to
it
give you a
on
little bit
the
more than just the faggotry
What'd you call
scene.
me?
You see,
Yeah.
why are you dressed like a Nazi, a gay Nazi?
Blame it on the coke. Blame it on the Nazis. I don't know. Welcome to Homework. I'm Mike Diamond.
This is Miss Matinga, children.
Class is in session.
That's right.
We've got a doozy of a topic today.
I don't know what it is.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is, girl, being the controlling beast that I apparently am.
Trust.
Okay. So the other day I went out to an open mic night. And it was lots and lots of fun. But I heard a word I'd never heard before. And it surprised me that I didn't know it. That word was demisexual. And I got to thinking, hey, let's do a little update on the modes and modalities of sensuality, gender expression, and general hoeing about.
All right, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I can explain that a demisexual is a homosexual who likes to dress up like Demi Moore and get plowed.
So that's 90% of you out there, so I know you can relate. But for the other 10%, let's get into it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so first up,
let's do it, kids.
Demisexual.
Yes.
Now, apparently, a demisexual, demis as they're called.
Yes.
A demisexual is someone who can only be sexually aroused by someone that they have an emotional attachment to. So essentially, the mirror universe version of us, because I don't even want to know a motherfucker's name.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So people who are into relationships.
Well, not necessarily relationships, but they have to have an emotional connection. Now, I printed out a little guide sheet for us. A demisexual is a person who does not experience sexual attraction unless they form a strong emotional connection with someone. It's more commonly seen in, but by no means confined to, romantic relationships. So I guess it's a thing.
It kind of sounds like the... not that I'm a demisexual myself, but it kind of sounds like the correct thing, right?
Well, correct is a judgy sort of term. I mean, what's wrong with anonymous hookups?
Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
I mean, listen, we've had 30 years of friendship that came from an anonymous hookup.
I know. I still want my panties back. Oh! I feel like this. If you're a demisexual, go on. Have your feelings. You let me know how that turns out. I'm happy for you. That's not how I do.
Right.
I don't want feelings. I don't want eye contact. Lower the lights, turn your fucking phone off, get the cat out of the room, make sure I have a beverage waiting for me, and there better be a clean towel ready.
All the things that you do not provide for a hookup.
I provide all of this.
Not a glass of water.
I provide all of this.
The cat is up in the mix.
All this magic right here.
I am down with getting the pets out of the room, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can we get the dog out of the room, please?
Yeah.
Because they want to get in the middle. And they kind of sniff around and they're like, what's going on here? Why am I not a part of this?
It gets my dander up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So what do we think? Demisexuals.
Good for you. Do your thing.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of people out there, young and old, that are probably wanting to have a true connection with someone before they have. Not us, but
no.
But it's not. It's not unheard of.
To have an emotional connection. Oh, use my full name, my Christian name.
Yes.
To have an emotional connection with someone you're involved with.
Yeah.
But doesn't it just lead to trouble down the road? If you don't invest anything, you don't lose anything.
Yeah, but if you don't care at all and you just hook up with some random guy at the bar, some rando.
Yeah, that was his name.
It could be
He juggled.
Marlon Rando.
Love it. cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yes.
Marlon Rando.
Take it.
It's a drag king name.
Yeah, drag king.
And but you could also end up going home with Mr. Goodbar because you don't know who they are, you don't know what they're like, you don't know, there's always the chance that a random hookup could go quite wrong.
That's true, kids. That's a very important lesson to circumvent that. Don't go home with them. Just blow them behind a dumpster.
Oh, Lord knows.
Keep it tasty,
Lessons.
keep it fresh.
Life lessons.
Here on Homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
The other one. Now, we may have touched on this before. Polyamory.
Polyamory, by the way,
Oh, my new drag name, Polyanne Marie.
Polyanne Marie.
Hello, I'm Polyanne Marie. I get around.
Well, listen, polyamory is when I'm not sure. Is it when you are in
Internet research.
When you are in a relationship with...
Our social lives are so sad. I had to print this out to find out what this shit is.
Honey, like we haven't participated in every type of crass and insane behavior that's on this page.
The thing with polyamory is that both and or all partners consent to and are aware of the fact that the other partners have other partners. I think that's the basic gist of it, right?
But isn't it? It's not. It's polyamory is not when you're in a relationship and you decide to occasionally have a third person join you, or
no, that's called faggotry.
Or you're okay with your boyfriend going out and getting another piece so long as he doesn't bring someone else home. That's open relationship.
Open.
Polyamory is it's like
everybody running around like crazy.
It's like 3 people, but maybe it's
or
just
4 or 6.
But it's just them. It's like they're not out there doing their thing. It's just them.
I think
it's just the 3 of them.
I think it's maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 10. It's that everybody is consenting to this openness. Nobody's cheating on anyone. It's all like, hey, I'm going to go fuck Mindy. Great. I'm going to go see Todd.
I
Super.
disagree.
Let me know how that is.
I don't think that's what polyamory is. I think polyamory is like 3 people or 4 people, and they're in a relationship with each other, and it's insular. Like they're together, so it's not like your typical 2 people. It could be 3 people, maybe it could be 4 people. I think generally it ends up being 3 or 4, but they are together. They're not necessarily running around on each other. They're in a relationship together. It's the 3 of them.
That's
or the
more
4
of like a
together.
throuple plus. Like a throuple is 3. It's okay to be a little unclear. We are learning as we are teaching. So what I'm trying to say is we don't know.
or just simply making stuff up. But no, that's what I think. I think polyamory is 3 or 4 people in an exclusive relationship.
But it's not exclusive though if they're all, diddly doing.
No, but they all live in the same house.
I don't think they live in the same house.
Yes.
No, mama. They don't have to live in the same house. What if it's like this polyamorous couple and this polyamorous couple? They're all polyamorous together, but one lives in Brooklyn and one lives on the Upper West Side.
But no, because if it's a couple and a couple, then what that is just
Bob and Ted and Carol and Alice.
Yeah, that's an open relationship.
I will say that I'm personally confused by this. I kept mixing up polyamory with paranormal, and I kept getting gangbanged by spirits.
Trust.
It was crazy.
Trust.
It was crazy, girl.
I like that, actually.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
I prefer a little paranormal in my relationship.
Absolutely, honey. I feel the spirit in the dark.
I always used to say no to polyamory, but I actually feel like, honey girl, I can't get someone to stick around, but if I could get 2 to stick around, hello.
Well, that's what leg chains are for.
So listen, is it polyamory if you're an old lesbian with 2 cats?
No, that's just reality.
It's 3 pussies.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2 of things we don't know. Let's make it 3.
All right, and next up.
Pansexual.
Pansexual.
Which is sometimes confused or blurred with omnisexual.
So pansexual is when someone dips you in a little bit of peanut oil, throws you in a wok, and just sautés you lightly with some green veggies.
Children. A pansexual is a person who experiences sexual, romantic, physical, and or spiritual attraction for members of all gender identities, expressions. I'm exhausted already. I think it means, hey, I like this, that, and the other, and that's cool.
Right. I think it's like you're ugly, and so you will sleep with anyone or do anything because you're kind of desperate and sad, and whoever happens to look your way, you're like, honey, pan over this way. I'll do anything.
So all this time I've been pan?
You've been panned, all
Bitch,
right.
I've been panned. I'm getting
Honey.
panned for this.
Trust.
Yes, girl. Well, you know what? And also, an omnisexual is someone who sleeps around, but they're in the house of omni.
Of ultra omni.
Ultra omni.
And ultra omnisexual.
Yeah, an ultra omnisexual. Well, you can have sex and fall into a shablam.
Listen,
Bitch.
this one was about to fall into a shablam on the train earlier.
Yes, I was.
I had to pull him off that pole.
I was going to do it. I've been pulled off the pole before.
Trust.
You know, I was trying to make it rain, bitch. I couldn't even make it drizzle.
Trust. Well, I had to force you into an early retirement.
I heard nickels and dimes hit the stage.
And that's why.
Skoliosexual.
Okay, that's when your two husbands fuck you so hard that you have to wear a back brace for a whole week.
It's spine-chillingly good sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skoliosexual refers to sexual attraction to non-binary identified individuals or those who do not identify as cisgender. So basically, I think it's skoliosexuals are into those who are non-binary or somewhere on the transgender spectrum.
But not necessarily completely.
Or maybe they are.
So-
Maybe they're like all the way down, Tranny Highway.
Yeah.
Or they're just like
Or they're just like a boy,
boy with earrings and
BOI,
lipstick and whatever.
I prefer, they or them.
I don't
rather
know why
than
the word
he or
scolio
she.
comes into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, at one time I was a poliosexual. I was only into guys with limps.
Limp wrists.
Oh, Tourette's.
Tourette's.
Chicken. But that's a real thing. Skoliosexual. How do you like that?
A skoliosexual.
Yeah. I guess if you like your bitches hard and your boys soft.
Trust.
Wow.
Listen, I already said I'm down for polyamory. I'm gonna take a pause on skoliosexual.
You know what though?
Although, you know what? If you are on the spectrum or and you're gender, you're of gender and you're gender non-binary and, or you're whatever, you're LGBTQI, the whole quilt bag, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you,
do
mama?
you. I think that's the through line here.
Yeah.
Whatever you do you. That's fantastic.
So long
Just
as you're
be
not
real.
hurting anyone, so long as it's consenting, so long as you're being honest about who you are and you're being honest about who you are with all your partners.
And then I was an oleosexual and I was like all about lard.
Yes.
Give me that grease.
Wouldn't that be olive oil, oleo?
Isn't oleo like a kind of like Crisco?
No.
Oh. What do I know? I'm just here to be pretty. I mean, we could have been with any of these characters and not even known it. I could have been with a demisexual who was just like feeling the love, and I'm like looking at my watch like, I ain't taking the shuttle bus. You never know who you've been with.
Yeah. Oh, you've definitely been with a demisexual.
They'd have to be.
That's for sure. Children, comment about how stupid or not stupid we came across in this last segment.
I think this one we especially seem ill-informed.
I don't know.
But this hair is whipped.
It is. It is indeed whipped.
Okay, so we're ill-informed, but we're here and we're schooling the children, so learn it.
So learn it, kids. Bye-bye.
Y'all bitches just don't know.